A very, very happy new year to everybody. Emma is here. She's the only one I can see on screen right now. In India, we have the Festival of Lights that we have just finished celebrating. Friends, I would love if y'all can keep your cameras on. Good evening. Yes, I can see Gayatri ji, Khushbu, Anushka, Rahul ji also. Thank you everybody. Emma was already there. That's wonderful. So today, as I was thinking about what we will speak today about after this festival of lights. What was coming to me is in childhood. So I'm sure most in India also had this prayer. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. So from darkness, let us go to light. From untruth, let us move towards truth. So friends, it's an acknowledgement. When we are saying this prayer, it's an acknowledgement that we are living in darkness. Actually, there are four stages. Four stages. The first stage is where we are unaware that we are unaware. Most of the crowd, most of the people are living in this state where they don't even know that they are not aware. The first time I had a relative after I got married who got to know that I meditate, he said, "Is there a problem that you have? Why do you meditate?" And I was just very surprised by that question that, oh, somebody is asking me I should meditate only if I have a problem, right? But actually, that's the fact that most people don't even know that, yes, there are problems. I was not doing it because there was a problem. But actually, in the subconscious, what I was holding, I only got started seeing it much later. After I did inner child healing, is when I actually started seeing that I was not aware of a lot of things that I was holding. But initially, that's not why I went for meditation. I had started enjoying meditating. But the point is that most of the people are living in that state, unaware that we are unaware. Then we start becoming aware that we are unaware. We start actually seeing that, yes, there are things that we are unaware of. And then we start trying to bring more light into that. This is where we start also. So sometimes we start meditating before, or sometimes we start looking for an answer. Then we start meditating, we start looking within. And then slowly, we will start becoming aware of certain things and we will start practicing awareness. So, for a long part of the journey, when we have started meditating, we will start becoming aware that we don't know so many things. And we will start becoming aware of things, but there will still be a lot that we are unaware of. And then we are practicing awareness, and then we are aware that we are aware. So, by default, when we are living out of that unawareness, our way of living is with that unawareness. And when we come to this stage where we are aware that we are aware, we are practicing awareness. We know that, oh, consciously I'm going to do this. I'm practicing nonviolent communication now, right? So if I again don't pay attention, again I may just kind of either suppress it, not speak out my feelings, or I will actually let it just come out so that it hurts somebody. So when we learn anything new, if you learn nonviolent communication, initially you will be aware, oh yes, this is how I become aware of my feelings, my needs. And now I'm paying attention to the other feelings others need, and then I communicate that. So I will practice it again and again and again so that then it becomes a learned skill. And that is where this will become so natural that I could be doing anything, but I will naturally be speaking using nonviolent communication. So the fourth stage is when we don't have to be aware, we don't have to practice, but we are automatically operating out of that awareness. And when Buddha is enlightened, or Christ, or Osho, they are operating out of that state. They don't go into moments of unawareness. All of us here, when we are practicing, there are moments we still will go into unawareness and we will still probably do things, and then we will say, oh God, why did I do that? Right? But when a person has crossed that point, when Osho has done something, so now when Osho spoke for so many years, and there was something in his book, there was a word, and somebody later said, oh, I think instead of this word, it should have been this word. He says, no, now you just leave it as it is. Because when I'm speaking, it's the universe speaking through me, it's not me. So now there is no correction, right? When it happens, it just happens. They have emptied themselves. They are like mirrors, and if something is coming for you, it is coming for you that way. They don't have to practice awareness. So these are the different stages that we go through. But initially, we are all living in darkness. That's a given. And that's actually this game, right? We are all, so here in Diwali, we celebrate the homecoming of Sri Ram. Sri Ram, who actually represents our consciousness, right? This consciousness has left home. It comes here, it goes on an expedition. We go, we have different kinds of experiences, different kinds of lives. And then, of course, there is here on this plane, there is cause and effect, there is law of karma. And many times when we have forgotten we are that oneness being, we've forgotten our true sense, true nature, and we are going on a journey. We've cut off from our original nature. We start kind of, playing in this game, and we kind of course, accumulate a lot of karma. And then we start going through after accumulating some karma. Then we say, oh, yeah, now when we start being on the receiving side, oh, why is this happening to me? Why am I attracting this person who is humiliating me? Why is it that I'm attracting this person who is, treating me with so much anger and is shaming me so much? Why is this happening? Now, after accumulating so much karma, when we are going through it, when we start questioning, that's when we also start understanding, yes, there are certain laws that are functioning. That the outer reality is a mirror, is reflecting to you what your inner reality is. And that's when we start becoming ready to look within. That is when we start wanting to come back home. Right? Our journey ends on this plane. We will exit out of this game that we are playing here, this Leela, after Ram has really come home. After we've come to that stage of that we don't have to practice it, but automatically we just know our true nature and we just live that nature. Till that time, we are going to keep coming back and we are going to be playing this game again and again. So that we really return home, we really become that same consciousness. There we know it, but here we have to demonstrate it. And we have to leave this plane a little better than what we came into. Different saints have said the same thing. Kabir, in his one of the dohas, he says, "Jyon ki tyo dhardini chadariya, bade jatan se odi re chadariya." That the life, the bed sheet of life, I'm now so beautifully, I'm with so much care, I actually take it. Right? It's that care. Every word of theirs, every action of theirs is going to be full of that love and full of that care. So this is exactly where we need to be. And my father that day, he was just telling me, he was just sharing with me that Osho has said. He said, commit to yourself. I will not leave this world till I leave this a little better place than when I came here. So that is many times what happens is we want to really go there. When we feel, oh, this is not my home. right? And this was there with me also. When we know that we have left home, many times we feel like, oh, I want to get back home. And actually, that kind of feeling is more like a death urge. That I feel, oh, I'm not happy here. Here, there is so much humiliation. Here, there is so much pain. I don't want to be in this pain. I want to go back there. But really, a lot of whatever is happening here is mirroring to us when what is there within us, right? So, the important thing is in our journey, when this journey, this divine play, this is a divine play, right? And we are actually playing there. But when we just remember that we take the help of divine, that is where this becomes easy. The most difficult time, also, the most difficult path, also, when we take the help of divine, right? The divine, it's like the law is if we take one step, the divine takes the 99 steps. We are helped always, right? And sometimes, friends, it gets really difficult, right? Khushbu is here right now, and I know that she's gone through a lot of physical challenge. And what's coming to me is, one of these times when I got chicken pox. So I got chicken pox just 3 years ago. And as an adult, sometimes the chicken pox is very, very severe. And I was having so much pain. I was having boils all over every side of my body. And I couldn't lie on any side, on my back, left side, right side, front, everywhere, full of those painful boils. And my maid, she had got it, and I got it from her. And she was telling me, don't worry, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. By tomorrow, you'll be fine. And that tomorrow was not coming. Every day I was seeing it getting worse, it getting worse. And on one day, when I was just so much in pain, I just kind of I realized that I was feeling like, oh, she's been telling me by tomorrow you'll be better. And suddenly this voice came to me, the inner voice, tomorrow is going to be worse. And I was like, oh my God, this is the inner voice, right? And actually, I became aware that how there was this expectation very unconsciously because I was going through so much pain. There was this feeling like, when will it get over? When will it get over? When will I start feeling better? But actually, what that voice made me do is somewhere there was a surrender that came. I said, okay, fine, this is what it is. It's going to be worse. And let me just accept it. And actually, the next day was the peak. It really worsened the next day, after which it started getting better. But even at that time, when we are suffering, friends, right? Either we can be spending our energy fighting it, or we can accept it. And when I'm saying accept it, of course, we are not saying that you don't do what you need to do. You don't do what you can do. Of course, we need to be doing that. But deep inside, knowing that if I'm in it, there is a reason. I may not understand it, but there is a higher reason. And each of us, we have got in our own life proof that, whenever something is happening, the divine has shown the proof that, yes, there is a bigger reason. Even if I may not understand what is the reason now, there is a reason for that, right? So many people, when they've suffered with some things, after they have gone through it, and maybe when they've learned, they've understood that, oh, if that illness was not there, I would not have been half the person I am. If that issue that was there in my life, it was not there, I would not have been able to grow what I have grown. So every illness, everything that's happening, there is a reason for that, right? Now, when we in Diwali, right? This is the festival of lights. Okay. Coming back to Diwali, what is it that we do? In preparation for Diwali, we clean. We clean our houses, right? We do Diwali cleaning. And this is really symbolic also that really for us to come home, right? We need to clean. I said that in our journey initially, we gather a lot of karma. We have hurt a lot of people with our words, our actions. We have misused power. We have done all kinds of things, right? And when we go through it now, this is being mirrored to us. And now it is our time to clean it, right? That is why never be in a hurry to go back to home, just, with death. Dr. Lakshmi says very beautifully, who will clean the shit that you've created? We have to clean it. This is what is called chitta vritti nirodha. We have to cleanse our subconscious, right? So this cleaning is really the preparation for really the divine to come home. Rama to come home, Lakshmi to come home. Lakshmi, who is the energy of abundance, right? So when we actually cleanse it, first we start getting all the abundance. We start really, this life also starts becoming pleasant, right? That is when we will start experiencing the abundance in every way. And then really we live as this, the Rama and Sita together come home, right? So the meditation, friends, that we are going to be doing is really the meditation of lighting the lamps. Deepavali is diyon ki lad. We always light in Diwali. We put a series of lamps together. Ayodhya was lit up fully. Everybody put so many lamps to light up that darkest night. Now, in us, there are 7 chakras. They are all there in this line, right? And what we are going to do is the meditation that we will do. We will pay attention to each chakra, starting from the first one, which is at the base of the spine, near our perineum, going up to the second chakra, the sacral chakra, below our navel. So, this is all next to the spine. This is in the energy body, next to the spine. So, somewhere in the middle. So around there, the second one that I mentioned below the umbilicus, again in the center of the body. The third, which is the Manipura chakra or the at the solar plexus. The fourth one is at the heart center, which is in the center of the chest. Fifth one at the throat center. The sixth one at the third eye. And the final seventh one here at the crown. So we are going to pay attention there, and as if you are really lighting the lamp there. So what we will do is first, we will give about 2 to 3 minutes in every chakra, just cleansing and then lighting the diya. When we say cleansing, allow yourself to pay attention to what is. Every chakra, when it's blocked, there are certain things that block it. For example, the first chakra, if you carry feelings of unsafety, that chakra is going to be blocked, right? So if memories come up or if sensations, the blockage feeling comes up, just stay with it. In the story of Ramayana, everything is actually giving you a symbolic meaning also. And obviously today we can't go into details of everything, but what also came to me is the Ravana. Ravana is he has 10 heads. He symbolizes ego. He has a lot of knowledge. He's a Shiv Bhakt. He has so much knowledge, but he uses it for his ego. So in the war of Ramayana, when what happens is Ram is actually beheading him. But one head goes, another one comes. Another goes, another comes. So thousands of heads, they just keep coming. So what is important is that we actually just can't always be dealing with the ego. The ego will be there, the sense of I will keep coming. But the finally Rama gets the secret from Vibhishan, his own brother. He says, you put the arrow at his navel, right? Now that is the center of awareness, centering. When we are centered, it is the Hara chakra, the Hara Kendra, they say, which is below the second chakra. We become centered from there. And he says, put the arrow there. So it is actually saying it's with awareness only. So many games of the mind will keep going, but what is important is just we learn to become aware and not acting out of ego. That is important. So definitely Ravana needs to be killed. that we are not acting out of ego. But if the stories keep coming, just be aware of it. Do not fight it. So that's exactly what we are going to do when you're paying attention. If you see a lot of fear coming, if you see maybe a lot of pain coming, unsafe feeling coming, just be aware of it. Your awareness is the light. That is what helps this to be cleansed, and we light this lamp of awareness. This is the real lamp, friends. This is the real Diwali that we need to really bring into our life. So, are we all ready for the meditation? Anybody wants to share anything, ask anything about this topic? Our Hindi expert Darvinya is here. Thank you so much. She's appreciating my wallpaper. Thank you. Yes, are we ready? Okay, let's sit to meditate. You can settle down, close your eyes, clasp your fingers in your lap, cross your legs. Bring your attention to your breath. Just bringing the awareness to your breath. Watching the natural incoming breath and outgoing breath. For these next 20 minutes, you're deciding to be with your breath. Your breath is going to be the anchor. If in between your mind starts wandering here and there, all you will do is come back to the breath. And then you will start paying attention to my voice once again. Our breath is the one that connects our body mind with the soul. We are taking a journey within. Being with your breath, you're starting to now connect with the more subtle aspects of yourself. Allow yourself to pay attention now to your root chakra, the first chakra. Right where you sit, the perineum. Gently bringing your attention there. Where your attention goes, that is where your energy flows. Lovingly, gently, you're placing your attention there. And as you continue to be aware of your breath and bring your attention there, you are giving yourself the permission to release what is no longer needed. Your in-breath brings in the new energy. Your out-breath releases what is no longer needed. Just be there, paying attention to it. Just like when we do Diwali cleaning. When we open the cupboards, starting to clean, sometimes dust comes out. If any thoughts are coming into your mind right now as you're paying attention to it, any fears, insecurities are showing up for you, simply notice them. Loving, gentle, compassionate awareness. For the sake of the entire group, I will be guiding at a particular pace. But if you need to spend more time at any one point, any one chakra, please go according to your own pace. As you pay attention to this chakra and your breath, slowly the sensations may change. You are bringing light by bringing awareness. You are confronting your fears and allowing yourself to let go what no longer serves you. Allow yourself to light the lamp of awareness at this chakra. You may visualize it or feel it. Once you have done that, now you're going to the second chakra. Pay attention to the second chakra, the Swadhisthana, below the navel. With love, with gentleness, resting your awareness there. Where your attention goes, that is where the energy flows. Just be there. Allowing this energy to flow there. If any emotions show up, just watch them. Just be aware of them. Be a witness. Continuing to breathe as you watch. Continuing to be aware as you feel what you feel. With your awareness, you are lighting the lamp here. You're lighting the diya here in the second chakra too. Both the first chakra and the second chakra are now aligned. Both are lit. And now bring your attention to the third chakra, the Manipura, the solar plexus. This is the center of ego, of your self-worth, self-esteem. Pay attention to it. Keep your loving, gentle awareness here. If any aches and pains come up, any visuals come up, just watch them. As you're breathing, this beautiful new energy is going into this area. And as you're breathing out, you're releasing what is no longer serving you. And lighting the lamp of this chakra, visualize it happening, feel it happening. And then you can bring your attention to the fourth chakra, the heart center. This center is the bridge between the first three physical ones to the higher three spiritual ones. This is also the center of interconnectedness. When this center starts getting activated, you start understanding the meaning of the disconnected events of your own life. You start seeing the connection between them. You start also feeling the connectedness with others. You see yourself not as disconnected beings from other beings, but as being that one which is the part of the whole. Just keep your attention here. As you keep your attention here, you may start noticing this center feeling expanded. A sense of lightness or heaviness may come. A sense of expansion may come. Feel what you feel. Just stay with it. Lighting the lamp at this center. Feel it happen. Watch it happen. Before you go to the next chakra, next center, the throat chakra. This chakra is the chakra of creativity and expression. When we feel we matter, when we know ourselves as a part of the bigger whole, we express that. We express our creativity. We start expressing the gifts that we have. As you pay attention to this chakra, with gentleness, with love, watch what's happening. Feel what you feel. If at some particular chakras you start feeling drowsy and sleepy, very likely there are certain blockages there. Just notice that. Take that as a feedback so we can work later. Lighting the lamp at this chakra. Now let your attention come up to the third eye. The two eyes see the duality. The third eye helps us see the plane of oneness. This is the eye through which we see the truth, perceive the truth. This is also the Agya chakra. Strengthening this center, awakening this center. The different parts of you start cooperating. This is the CEO to which every part starts listening to. With gentleness, keep your attention at the third eye area. As if with closed eyes, your eyes are rolling up towards the third eye area, your forehead. and watch the light being lit here, the lamp being lit here. Before you go to the last one, the Sahasrara, the crown center. This, more than being a center, is just a state of pure awareness. Awareness is the light. When there is light, you do not do things which are wrong. When there is light, you naturally walk out of the door and don't hit the wall. Feel just light being there. Allow yourself to feel as you keep your awareness there, as if you're standing at the top of this tower. And below all the chakras, the lamps are lit. And now slowly you're starting to come down. Your awareness will start coming down. From the crown center, coming to the third eye. Bringing this truth, this awareness, this light down. With every center as you're coming down, allow yourself to affirm, to gather the insights, to remember your true nature. Coming down to the throat center. Expressing your truth. Expressing the truth. Coming down to the heart chakra. Remembering this interconnectedness. And bringing this higher light into now the solar plexus. As you're walking down this path now, this entire path is lit. Keep gathering the insights that you may be getting. Feeling the courage. Coming down to the second chakra, Swadhisthana. To the first chakra, the root chakra, Mooladhara. Feeling the security, safety. Anchor this. Know that even though we may have left home, the divine has never left us. The Ram is within us. Just when you bring the light back, when you bring the awareness back, you realize that you never left. bringing these insights with you. If you want to stay there for longer, please do that. Take your time. Those who feel ready to come back, you may take a couple of long and deep breaths. Rub your palms together, cover your eyes. Very gently, slowly bring yourself back. Welcome back. Anybody wants to share anything, any experience and insights that they may have received? No? That's wonderful. Happy Diwali, friends. Once again, Happy New Year. We'll stay connected. And anything else? Anybody? Deepak ji, I see you have unmuted yourself. Do you want to
Yeah,
share something, ji?
no, nothing. Happy Diwali, madam.
Thank you. Happy Diwali. Thank you, friends. We'll stay connected and see you all soon. Sujata ji, do you want to share something?
Uh, Yes, I would like to share two things.
Yes.
When we reached the solar plexus, suddenly I started sneezing.
Hmm. Interesting.
And after that, the congestion is still there. But
Mhm.
before that, I was fine. Suddenly, I started sneezing.
Yes.
And but the most beautiful part I would like to share after we reached the Sahasrara, and then you said, look down and all the lamps at every chakra. It was such a beautiful sight for me. I felt as if Mother Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi is sitting on every lamp.
Wow.
I could literally see that. And I was wondering if that is the real Mother Lakshmi or is it just a picture?
Beautiful. Suddenly your voice went away, Sujata ji. Sujata ji, your voice has gone away.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, you said you could see Lakshmi Mata.
Yeah, on sitting on every lamp, every chakra. When I was looking at those lamps that we had lit,
Hmm.
I could feel that I could actually see glow of Mother Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi sitting on every lamp, and it was a beautiful feeling.
Wow.
Thank you so much for this amazing meditation today.
Most welcome. Most welcome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
I was late. I missed your talk in the beginning. I would like to uh, know more about that later because I had gone out, so I missed that part. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Thank you, friends. There's just some message. I'm answering that. That's why I'm here. Anybody else wants to? In the meantime, there was some private message I was answering. Thank you, Shabana ji. Thank you. Wonderful. Good to see you, Twisha. Bye bye. Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.